Good morning, my crew. As we begin another week together, I invite you to take a moment just to arrive. Maybe it feels good to close down your eyes, just to help you draw inward. Maybe it feels good to just let your shoulders soften. Maybe unclench your jaw, soften your belly, and let your feet really feel into the ground supporting you. Or if you're in bed, maybe your whole body supported. And let's begin with some gentle, intentional breaths. So breathing in through your nose, and just taking a slow, easy breath out, letting it all go. Breathing in again, gentle breath, and a nice long exhale. Letting go of anything you don't need to carry now. And one more time, taking a nourishing breath in and releasing that breath. And any burdens you're ready to let go of. In this moment, you can arrive just as you are. So many years ago, during my MBSR training, I heard a story that stayed with me ever since. And I recently heard the story again, and I thought it might be really helpful to just retell the story in case no one's heard it before. And it's called the parable of the two wolves. So it goes something like this. An old Cherokee grandfather was teaching his grandson about life. He said, "A fight's going on inside me. It's between two wolves. One wolf carries anger, fear, envy, regret, resentment, self-judgment, guilt, worry, and hopelessness. The other wolf carries joy, peace, kindness, hope, compassion, love, gratitude, humility, and faith." The grandson thought for a moment and then said, "Which wolf will win?" And the grandfather replied, "The one you feed." I love this story because it reminds us that being human means holding many different parts within us. There are parts of us that worry, parts that become afraid, parts that scan for danger, parts that replay old experiences, parts that compare, parts that judge. And then there are parts within us that long for connection, parts that trust, parts that hope, parts that remember beauty, parts that can soften, parts that know how to receive support. In many ways, healing isn't about eliminating one wolf or defeating another. Sometimes it's simply about noticing what we're feeding. So I invite you to bring awareness to your thoughts. Maybe what thoughts that have been receiving your attention lately? What stories you've been repeating again and again? And maybe what emotions have been asking to be heard? Maybe it's patience or courage, self-compassion, curiosity, joy. Maybe the willingness to believe that change is possible. So without judgment, gently ask yourself, what have I been feeding? And when you've looked at that and are ready, you might ask, what would I like to feed today? Maybe feeding the wolf of compassion means speaking kindly to yourself. Maybe feeding the wolf of hope means noticing one small thing that's okay. Maybe feeding the wolf of trust means allowing your body to rest without trying to solve it. Maybe feeding the wolf of connection means reaching out to someone you love or really like. Maybe feeding the wolf of joy means stepping outside or listening to music or just appreciating something special. I invite you to take a moment now to imagine offering nourishment to the qualities you wish to cultivate. So maybe breathing in kindness and breathing out judgment. Breathing in possibility and breathing out fear. Breathing in peace and breathing out resistance. As we move into this week together, may we remember that every small choice matters. Every moment of self-compassion matters. Every pause, every breath, every act of kindness toward ourselves and others. Because little by little, day by day, we become what we practice. And maybe the question we carry with us this week is just, which wolf am I feeding? May you feed the parts of yourself that bring more peace, more connection, more hope, more joy, and more ease. Wishing you a gentle and meaningful week ahead. I look forward to seeing you. Namaste.